Why do we say that these devices work with time? Because from the very beginning, we considered this particular approach to the theory of physical structures as a way to understand the structure of time, the structure of space, and how all of this is reflected in our world. Right? That is, we're not claiming that we already understand how all these programs work. But what we are saying is that there are processes of transition from the world of structures into our reality. And time is precisely what translates from this world of structures into our reality, what makes it manifest. That's why time is a kind of developer, but not just a simple ruler. It's a ruler that organizes things, like in a movie, one frame, then another frame, then the next frame, and then the next, like a kind of scan through time, we say, through time. But if we take a film reel, everything is there at once. Right? So what we perceive is a certain sequence of these frames. In the same way, here we have limitations in our perception. We perceive the world around us as a kind of continuous sequence of individual frames within this observable reality. This perception shapes our understanding. So when we talk about applying these technologies, our products, they don't do anything special except create the possibility to organize the structures that already exist, to remove the interferences that prevent this orderliness from manifesting in our world. Now imagine that we have, let's talk about light. Light is a kind of spirit, right? What does light have? We say, let's take it, start to study it, and we see there's a spectrum, right? So what is a spectrum? It's some lines like that are separated from each other. And so different kinds of light are distinguished by different spectra. But if there are interferences, right, then something appears in this spectrum. Something doesn't. Some lines are there and some are not. Something is preventing them from appearing. These could be some pulsations of space, time, or something else. The devices we use, what do they do? By reducing the level of interference, they allow other parts of the spectrum to appear, so to speak. What does this actually give a person? It gives variety. Then, besides just this or that, for example, what was previously visible, now some other options will appear that we can start to use. We gain the ability for additional comparison, additional analysis, and expanded perception of the world, certain states that were previously inaccessible but now become available. There appears to be a significant opportunity to genuinely create something in your life that was previously considered impossible, emerging as a truly new and exciting possibility.